Okay, this video is for World Radio 080 David, Appomattox, Virginia. You can see this is number 0027 of my series of Rotor-ez's conversions. There's all my info. Binks at MSN is my email, and you can find me at Binks on YouTube. Search for Binks, and it'll come up Scott Smith. Okay. Now, first thing you want to do is when you download Ham Radio Deluxe, you're going to go up here to Tools and go to Properties and go to Your Information. That's where you're either going to put your location up there or your longitude and latitude, so this thing knows where you are. See, I'm in Colorado, you'll be over in here somewhere. And then when you hook up the RS-223 to USB cable, you plug it in, and this is your device manager, and there's your COM ports, and there it says Prolific USB serial port number 5. You will come up here and you will have port 5 for a selection. I'm already connected, so you'll have a spot where you can change your COM ports, and you'll have whatever COM port you have in the device manager, you'll have in there, and you'll have it set for item press as a rotator, refresh wait 1 second, stop position north. Okay, that should be all you need. Also, you might have a problem with it connecting, but you go into serial port, properties, and port settings. You want that to be 48, 8, none, and 1, and none in your port settings. In your properties of your COM port. So currently we're setting west. I'm going to move it. I'm going to point and shoot it all the way to the south. And you see it do its little backstroke. That light means the brake is released. That light means it's turning counterclockwise. As you can see, we're moving to the south. Now it lacks about 5 degrees of going all the way, because if I turn it back just a little bit, there, hit the button, you'll see it do a backstroke. That's to release that wedge brake. Now I'll show you what you don't want to do. I don't want you to, well, let's wait till that gets done. I should have manually done it. Manually go all the way south, one way or another, and let it stop up against that end of rotation switch. That's what I consider hard over. Now if you move it to the other side, watch this. It tries to turn, but it don't, because there's nowhere for it to turn that way. You turn it all the way to hard over, you might be climbing up that tower, wiggling it a little bit, trying to get that brake to release. You got to have that little bit of 5 degree in there so it'll back up. I've got one guy that's always had this problem. Had to let his tower down and move it around, unlock it. As you can tell, whenever I go back up a little bit, it does a backstroke, so it'll free that rotor up. Now it still works manually. There's your brakes released. Now it's turning clockwise. Now the little light don't light on manual. There's your brake delay. Your brake's still released. Bam. The same way the other way. See, the little light's not lit up. There's your brake delay. Brake is set. You just turn to point to shoot. You see the little light turn, status light turn different. It did this little jigger jagger. The brake is released. That's the light there. That's the clockwise. That's the counterclockwise. Okay, now the PC version. Let's say you want to talk to, find my mouse, Australia. There's a mouse down there, like you want to talk to some of the guys on the Gold Coast. Double click it. Does this little backstroke. Now you want to talk to somebody in New Zealand. Does this backstroke. Now this, with it going north pointing, this system knows it has to go all the way around to get to South America. Now if you had it south pointing, which you can go south, let's see what it does. See, now we're over there. Now it knows that if you want to talk to Australia, all it's got to do is go right over to there. The same way over there. But north pointing, if you're over here, it's got to go all the way around over to here. South pointing, it knows it can go from there to there. See, like right here. Well, let's just go over there. See, it's doing a sweep down the other way. You can make this whatever you want. You just don't have a south-facing meter face. Okay, so south pointing, it'll go anywhere down there. Let's turn it back to north facing. Okay, north facing. Watch this. It's not going to go all the way around. It's going to go the other way. Because it knows it's got to go up around the other way to get to it. Now if you want to go over here, because this is going to be on the other side of south. Once again, it knows it's got to go all the way around. Anyway, needle is pointing perfect with your new potentiometer. Nice paint job on the rotator. He even painted the nuts or the bolts. Look at the gleam on them bolts. And yes, I did helicoil all those. Put you on a new cord. You can see the strain relief I put on it. And that'll do it. Okay, all I gotta do is go in there and tie up some wires and screw the covers down. There you go, David. A little advertisement there. Check, check.